Campaign for Liberty is a continuation of the campaign we've been running for a year and a half. But it has been declared who will be the nominee for the Republican Party, but this has not slowed up our supporters. They needed something and wanted something, and I was quite willing to continue to do actually what I've been doing for 30 years, but it got really accelerated and amplified this last year and a half. So we've created this new organization. We already have 60,000 individuals who have joined, and it will be a grassroots organization designed to do exactly what we've been doing, and that is promote a certain philosophy, the philosophy of the Constitution and limited government and personal liberty and a foreign policy that makes a lot more sense than what we're getting. And it will be educational. There'll be a lot of people wanting to learn more about the Federal Reserve and economic policy. But it'll be organizational as well. We've already had 22,000 individuals sign up to be precinct chairmen. Individuals want to work within the Republican Party, and we'll encourage that and help teach them how to get involved in party politics. And there will be speakers bureaus and just a lot of activity. And the best thing to do is watch us closely on campaignforliberty.com.
Thank you. Next question is, the media seems to play a big role in backing certain presidential candidates. Before you raised $6 million in one day, you had appeared on more TV shows than any other candidate. And after December 17th, it seems you had a media blackout, such as you had an episode with Larry King that wasn't aired, and you were left out of a debate in New Hampshire. So I was wondering, how do you feel that this changed the chances of you maybe having more votes or delegates in the early primaries?
Well, I think it certainly did have an effect. Even getting in the debates, although that was very valuable and probably gave us the chance to become known across the country, it was done, especially later on, in a way to marginalize the campaign by giving us a lot less time, as well as in a way, sometimes ridicule and laughing and making fun of our Constitution and the ideas of liberty. But in spite of all that, we still were able to achieve a lot by reaching a lot of people, a lot of enthusiasm. We did get 1.2 million votes and probably reach millions more. So yeah, there were some shortcomings, but we had the advantage of the internet, and we did spread a message. And in spite of the shortcomings of Main Street media, we're not going to change that overnight, and so we just have to use the tools that we have. Publication of a book, grassroots organization, spread the message on the internet, campaign organization. All these things can compensate for the lack of fair coverage that you might get in the media.
Okay.
Yes, early on I had suggested maybe that we should have a grand showing in Washington, D.C., and I wasn't quite at that time able to put it together, so volunteers did. It's a separate group from our campaign, but I'm certainly supporting it, and that's July 12th. I will be a speaker there at the rally after the march is done, and we're trying to get as many people as possible there. And there has been a smaller rally there not too long ago, and it didn't go unnoticed. A lot of members of Congress came up to me, and even though the crowds weren't huge, the members of Congress were impressed, and they said, wow, a lot of supporters out there. And this one, of course, is going to be a lot bigger. So I would urge everybody to attend on July 12th. It shouldn't be hard to find the information, on our website and on the internet. Now, the other question was dealing with the...
Where do you see America going because of this march?
Well, after the march, of course, we're going to have other events. We'll have the time now. We'll be dedicated with our new group up until the national convention, which will be held in Minneapolis and St. Paul. And we do know exactly what's going to happen there. They're not going to be allowing my name to be introduced, and they're not going to give me speech. But in the past, people who have had a large group of supporters get sort of bumped aside. They sometimes demonstrate and try to obstruct. I don't want to do any of that. So all we're going to do is what we did during the campaign when they excluded us. We went either next door or down the street and had bigger rallies. So that's what we're going to do in Minneapolis. It's 8 miles away. It's not to cause trouble or obstruct or demonstrate, and it's not to distract, but it's to make a point, and a strong point, that there is a different philosophy than what the current leadership has for the Republican Party. And it's going to be a celebration of liberty, and we're going to have a lot of people, and it's being on a positive note, setting the stage for what we have to do in the future. And that is continue this momentum, because there's been such a tremendous number of young people who have joined our campaign that that they need encouragement, and our numbers are growing all the time, and I think it's so obvious that the country needs a change in direction, and so many people have come to the conclusion that the two candidates now of the two major parties really don't offer any change at all. I mean, deep down inside, their policies are essentially the same. Rhetoric is a little bit different, but they have the same foreign policy. They have the same domestic spending policy, the same monetary policy. How many of them talk about the Federal Reserve and getting rid of the income tax? They don't hear any of that. So if young people want something new and to wake up this country so that they don't get stuck with these huge bills, which it looks like they are going to, but they need to get a chance to get out of this system and take care of themselves and restore confidence in freedom. That's what we need to do. And this is where we're having success. This is why people join. Somebody told me the other day on a TV interview, oh, I don't believe it. These young people, all they care about is getting more stuff from the government. That's not the ones that I meet. They're willing to accept responsibility and maybe just get the government off their back and out of their hair and out of their wallet. So I've been encouraged in the last year of how the young people have responded.
Okay. So what's it gonna take for this revolution to bring America back to the constitutional government?
It's a matter of waking up people, and whether or not our program, the Campaign for Liberty, is successful or not. And so far, so good. We've had tremendous success, but even though we had 60,000 in 1 week sign up, you probably need 600,000, to sign up, and then we'll know we're making inroads.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it going to be time? Was there anything else you'd like to add?
I don't think so. I'd just like to emphasize, if anybody wants to follow up, looking at campaignforliberty.com and finding other people who might be interested in getting them to join. Numbers make a difference. When we have big rallies and $6 million in one day, and how we did in the campaign, that is what got us some attention in the campaign and gave us credibility.
Do you think these media reporters are ever going to stop asking you if you'll endorse John McCain?
You'd think they'd run out of questions and get tired of asking the same question over and over again.
Thank you, Mr.
All right, very good. You're welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Paul.
Can we get a quick picture with you?
Okay.